What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another instant match reaction. Tottenham 2, Southampton 3. And I can't believe we've lost this game. I really can't. And, you know, whatever you got to say, Southampton completely deserved it today. They
100%.
did. They were the better team for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
We got kind of goals against the run of play, but when you go 2-1 up that late in the game, you have to hold out and win the game. No matter how well or badly played, when you take the lead that late, you have to hold on. And the way we gave it away was nothing short of a disgrace. I mean, James Ward-Prowse showed the quality he has, shows the quality that we're missing in midfield.
Yes.
I thought the midfield was absolutely missing today from start to finish.
Yeah, both players.
So many missing players on the pitch today. But over to you, Josh. I mean, what did you think of the game today?
Yeah, it was completely awful. I think everything that you said holds true. You know, I'm not going to get... I'm never going to criticise Conte because what he's done to us compared to how we were under Nuno is completely... Yeah, so I can't, like, criticise Conte. I would have gone 3 in midfield if it was up to me, but I'm not a football genius or anything. And I think we were crying out for 3 in midfield. But with the midfielders that we did have on the field... we had no control at all. We had nothing. Until Bentancur came on, like where he actually put a bit of spice into midfield, but he's got bloody Winks next to him. It's awful, our midfield. Skip and Bentancur for the rest of the season. If they're both fit, I want them both starting. Fullbacks, Emerson, awful. Reguilon, wasteful. Yeah.
And that chance in the first half, he's got to be polishing that away, Reguilon. He's got to.
Yeah, he has to be. Has to be that you've got, like, he's not even, Forster's not even covering that much of the goal. Like, he's got to be tucking that away. Either corner, either side of him, above him. Like, he's got to be tucking that away. And, yeah, I just think then defensively, Ben Davies, that slip, awful, comical. That was like tail end Poch, Jose defending.
Yeah.
You know where Dyer would just make a crazy mistake. Like, that was awful from... And that's the thing. Sometimes, no matter how well you train these players, you have to get a certain amount of them out because they all have the hangover from what happened. Do you understand? So people like Ben Davies, even people like Dyer, people like Winks, you need to get them out, man. Like...
It's hard to disagree. It just really was a shambles. I mean, you could tell from the first half, even the first 20 minutes of the first half, we just weren't up for it today.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a case of us not being up for it, or was it a tactical problem today? Or a bit of both?
Well, I'm a bit emotional right now because I'm really upset that we lost. When I wasn't so emotional, I believed it was a tactical problem, so I'll go with that. Right now, I feel like it's the players' fault, and I want to shout at them. But because I can't shout at Conte, can I? But at the start, I did think our best performances have come with 3 in midfield this season. I understand though because he can't play 3 in midfield because he hasn't even got Skip. He's only got 3 midfielders. He can play.
If we want to play 3 in midfield, you can't get rid of 3 midfielders in the transfer window.
Yes, exactly. You can't do that. But yeah, I'd say at the start it was tactical. The last 20 minutes though, that was definitely player mentality.
I mean, it was the same old bottle-jobbed Spurs rearing its old head once again. I mean, when you go 2-1, I mean, what minute did we score that goal?
I didn't expect that under Conte either.
We scored in the 66th minute, right, where we're completely backs against the wall. Southampton are pulverising us. We score the goal, and then that's it. What happens?
The 2 next chances they have, they didn't have any other chances.
No.
They had 2 chances and scored 2 goals. It's awful, man.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone was a passenger today, in my opinion. I mean, even Cuti Romero, right? I mean, I thought he did some nice stuff today, Romero, but nowhere near as good as what he was like last week against Brighton. Nowhere near. I thought his distribution today was pretty awful, Romero.
He's do you know, I won't go that far because sometimes you don't notice it, but he's the only one that was actually passing out from the back decently. So, like, I know he did have some bad ones, but it was about, like, it was 50-50. He had that brilliant one to Lucas in the first half that cut out the whole midfield. Like, he has some good ones. But what I'll say is he is not a Van Dijk midfielder that is a leader or anything like that. He is the amazing midfielder next to the leader. He needs a leader next to him. And Dyer is a much worse defender than him, but he's more of a leader. He needs someone next to him that is going to marshal him, rein him in when, like, how is Sanchez and Davis going to tell him what to do? Like, those two are like some of the worst defenders in the Premier League. Like,
what was the biggest sticking point to you why we lost the game? For me, it's the midfield, for sure. I mean, the midfield was just completely non-existent.
I'd say midfield and Emerson. And the thing with Emerson is that, because how many times did Emerson make a move break down?
A lot.
Or a counter-attack breakdown.
And
with Emerson, it was like, that's the thing we needed in the January transfer window. We wanted a right wing back. That was meant to be the #1 target.
And that's why, like, everyone's saying, like, oh, it was such a good window. We got the players out we wanted to get out, and we've got 2 good players in. I was like, how can anyone say it's a good window when we didn't bring in a right wing back, the position that we've been crying out for desperately? So that's why I put it down as a poor window, because we didn't get that one position. Yeah. If we would have got a right wing back in this window, I would have put it up to a 7 or an 8. But you just can't. I mean, 5 or 6 window for me.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of...
I'll tell you what.
Go on.
Yeah. I said at the start of this, if we don't win tonight, we're not serious about top 4. We're not serious about top 4.
You're standing by that.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not matter that if we win our games, we'd still be in front of United. Would still be in front of West Ham.
Southampton at home. How are we gonna go on a run?
We're gonna beat Wolves and City away. Sorry, Wolves is at home, aren't they?
Wolves at home and City away.
But we've got Wolves away after, haven't we? Oh no,
we've beaten them. We've beaten Wolves away early on in the season under Nuno.
Sorry.
But our next games now, we got Wolves at home next. That's going to be a lot harder than this. We've got Man City away, and then we got Burnley away, and then we got Leeds away. Tough games. Every single one of those are tough games. How many points do you see us picking up from those 4 games?
I get emotional after a loss, so it's hard to say. But based on tonight's performance, so Leeds, City, Wolves, is that what you're saying?
Leeds and Burnley.
And Burnley. Okay, so 7 points maybe at best.
In terms of, look, let's end on a positive today.
No, probably less than that.
No positive?
maybe 5 points. Burnley win and 2 draws. Yeah.
Let's end off on a positive today, because I think there was one very big positive that came out today, and that was Rodrigo Bentancur. But I genuinely believe it. I think he came on, he showed some silky skills, he showed his distribution quality, and he looked miles our best player today.
Definitely, yeah. Within 20 minutes or however long he got.
Yeah, he got about half an hour or so.
Straight away, he pulled a little kind of Cruyff turn or whatever it was here, and he played that long ball as well, straight into into Emerson, I think it was it? And
I think it was
Lucas, straight to Lucas, wasn't it, for the goal? Yeah, it was the key pass. Yeah, so he does, and he has to start. Whether we like it or not, like, we're kind of desperate at the moment. He has to start. What do you think about the Højbjerg versus Winks argument? Would you start Højbjerg or Winks next game, next to Bentancur?
I mean, if Skip is still injured, we've got no choice.
Yeah, which one would you start?
Højbjerg for me.
Really?
I'll start Højbjerg over Winks, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you go for Winks?
I think I'd go for Winks at the moment, yeah. Højbjerg has... today, he had no control over anything today. Winks at least can, like, turn away from someone and play a pass. No. Højbjerg today was... This is one of the worst games I've ever seen of Højbjerg. Were you actually watching him? He couldn't. He couldn't press.
But let's be honest, neither of them were good today. Neither.
No, they weren't. They weren't. Yeah.
They were both very poor. Yeah, so you're just nitpicking at a few different things. But
that's true.
I think when you're comparing the 2 players, Højbjerg is a better player than Winks.
Overall, he is. Yeah.
So that's why.
But Højbjerg needs, like, a bit of support to be that good player.
Bentancur can be that.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll see. Yeah.
So look, that's our instant match reaction. We have lost 3-2 in what could be a very damaging defeat in terms of the top 4 to put us in the top 4 candidates and stuff like that. Before this game, people were talking up Spurs, being like Spurs are the favourites in this race, but unfortunately, I don't think we are. If you're going to lose to Southampton at home, but on the flip side of that, Man U just drew with Burnley last night.
That was away.
Arsenal drew with Burnley at home, their last league game. You know what I mean?
And we've got Burnley away soon. So,
but it's like nobody wants to take it. Nobody at all wants to take this top 4 spot. So there is going to be opportunities for us.
Look, I'm not that positive at the moment. Do you know what I see in that? I see 2 teams that drew, and I see 1 team that lost at home. And the 1 team that lost at home is us.
Yeah.
Both those teams drew. Man United drew away. Arsenal drew at home. At least they drew. We couldn't even draw against Southampton.
Well, the only thing is we've got both of them left to play as well. Man United away, Arsenal at home. But look, we'll see how it goes. We've got the post-match fan show coming up very shortly. So we've lost 3-2 to Southampton at home. Like I said, could be a very damaging defeat in terms of the top 4. But we'll see where we go from here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.